Hello class, how are you all? I hope you have studied the previous video. Let's continue the chapter. Let's move on for today's work. Now we will study this blood circulation. What is the process? Observe the picture below and see how blood circulates in our body. In the first part, you will see lung, which is red in color. It is giving you oxygen. Okay, it's giving oxygen. After all, let me tell you, this is just a picture. Actually, both lungs, they perform the exchange of gases. So in the number 1 part, in the picture, it is shown pulmonary vein carries oxygen-rich blood from the lungs to the left ventricle of the heart. If you can see the heart picture, which is given in the book, there you see left auricle also. So first the blood enters into the left auricle and then in the left ventricle. Then you see the number 2 point, that is the heart pumps the oxygen rich blood to the aorta. Aorta is the primary artery which is used to supply blood to whole body. Then from the aorta the blood moves to different arteries to supply pure blood, which is oxygenated blood, to all parts of the body. As you know, every cell needs oxygen, and when it needs oxygen, it burns, and when the cell burns out carbon dioxide. So in the picture you can see the capillaries are shown. The fine capillaries, they perform the exchange of gases. The carbon dioxide is taken from those cells, burnt cells, into the veins. So see point number 4, veins carry carbon dioxide rich blood from different body parts to vena cava. See point number 5. Vena cava is the main vein that brings impure blood to the right auricle of the heart. Right auricle of the heart. So you know that auricle is the one chamber, ventricle is the another chamber. So the blood from right auricle, it goes to right ventricle, and the right ventricle is being pumped, the blood is pumped, and see point number 6, the heart pumps carbon dioxide rich blood to the pulmonary artery that carries it to lungs. And finally in number 7 you will see that exchange of gases takes place in our lungs, normally through breathing. Now I will show you the video which I have already discussed with you in the previous video. So you will just understand how the blood is being circulated and it is being purified by lungs. Let us go through this. If you see, this is just a reverse process which we have just now studied. The deoxygenated blood, the blood which is carrying carbon dioxide, is being collected and sent to the lungs, and the lungs is purifying, exchanging the gases, and the red color is showing the oxygenated blood which is being transported to all parts of the body. So this is what is being shown in the video, how it goes. Now come to the next page. Here you see heartbeat and pulse. It is being discussed with you that each rhythmic contraction and relaxation produced by the throbbing sound, that is called the heartbeat. In a resting adult human being, heartbeat varies from 70 to 75 beats per minute. Whereas in young children like you and children much more younger, the small babies, their heartbeat moves faster. The heartbeat increases when we do some physical activities as well. So exercises are also very good for our heart and blood circulation. Here you can see one stethoscope. As you know that doctors use this stethoscope to count the heartbeat or pulse. So this is the device which is being used. This is the instrument which is being used by the doctors. With each heartbeat, the blood flows in the arteries. This causes throbbing movements in the arteries called pulse. Okay, let's do some of the activity now. Here you have to feel the pulse rate. Place your two fingers on the wrist of your friend or yourself in the line of his thumb. Now wait for some time and note down what do you feel. There you will feel a throbbing feeling under the fingers. This indicates that some liquid is flowing underneath your finger with a jerk. In fact, when a physician holds your wrist, he counts the number of jerks which he feels in a minute. So, let's know more something about aorta. It is primary artery that supplies oxygenated blood to the whole body. Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava are the primary veins that carry deoxygenated blood from the whole body to the heart and then to the lungs and then back to the heart and then back to the body. Now we have how to keep ourselves healthy and strong and maintain your fitness and keep your heart healthy. All of us know that our heart works continuously. Okay? Even when we are sleeping, it continues. So, there is no voluntary action. So, it is automatically working. Therefore, we should keep it healthy and strong by following a few steps. Number one, practicing deep breathing exercises, doing pranayam, doing some physical exercises such as swimming, walking will help a lot. Maintaining a healthy habit, healthy eating habit, avoiding junk food will also make your health better. So avoid fast food, pizza, burger, okay, and eat homemade food. As we are all locked down, so you are enjoying your homemade food. That's a healthy food. And second last point is taking proper rest and sleep. Proper time for resting and sleeping is very important. When you are going out under the sun, you are exhausted. When you come back to home, you are feeling tired and you need rest. So your body needs rest to recover. Your cells, blood cells need to be recovered. Performing simple yogasana will also help. Let me tell you one thing about the body posture. If you sit properly, if you walk properly, if you sleep properly, then your health will be better. Your sitting, your walking, your sleeping habits should be correct. Now you have yogasana and its benefits. Yoga has many types and forms. It keeps the body relaxed and energized. Also, yoga helps in curing many physical and mental health problems. There are various poses of yoga exercises. Some of them we are discussing with you. If you see, first is Tadasana, the mountain pose. Okay, stretching your hands just high above your head, and it will do a lot. So you should keep these exercises at least for 1 minute or 2 minutes. If you can continue for more, then you can do it. Next you have Vrikshasana. Vriksh means, in Hindi we say, Hindi में कहते हैं Vriksh. So Vrikshasana is the pose which also helps you in making your body posture upright and healthy. Your balance will be right, okay, as you are standing on one leg. Then you have Trikonasana, like a triangle. So triangle pose. So stretching, seeing above. So this is what Trikonasana. Then you have Dhanurasana, Dhanushman. Okay, Dhanush, Dhanurasana, like a bow pose. See children, your body is flexible. If you start from your age, you can continue till the old age. So whosoever do yoga can do forever. As you can see, Baba Ramdev, he is so flexible. Okay, so you can learn these some of the yoga asana, and you can keep your mind and body fit. Then you have Chaturanga Dandasana. So like you take push-ups. So Dandasana. So here you have Chaturanga Dandasana, the four-limbed pose, staff pose. Then you have Veerbhadra Asana. Veerbhadra Asana, like a warrior, ready to fight. So here you have a warrior pose. This is what is given in this book. Now we will discuss some of the key words which you have studied in this chapter. First is heart. So what is a heart? It says a muscular pumping organ that pumps blood. Next you have plasma, the fluid part of the blood. Next you have artery, blood vessels that carry oxygenated blood from heart to all parts of the body. Then you have vein. What vein does? The blood vessel that carry deoxygenated blood from all body parts to the heart. Capillaries, extremely thin blood vessels that join arteries and veins. Aorta, main artery which carries blood from heart. Vena cava, main vein which carries blood to the heart. Pulse, this is the rhythmic movement in the arteries caused by heartbeat. And last is the instrument stethoscope, which is used to measure heartbeat and pulse rate. So this is what given in the book. Next you have few of the revision work. So what you have studied in this chapter, that you have to revise. learn. Let me tell you what you have to do. In the first video, I told you that you have to draw the heart. This is the heart diagram. If you have drawn it, very good. If you have not drawn, then try it. Okay. Then you have this diagram where you see artery bringing the oxygenated blood to the cells, and the capillaries attached to those cells are taking the carbon dioxide with the blood and sending it to the veins. So this diagram is also important and you should practice. Then you have what does blood contain. So this diagram is also important. You should learn. A blood contain white blood cell, red blood cell, platelets, plasma. Okay. So do practice this diagram. Next you have the flow chart. Here you have a flow chart. This also you practice. You practice functions of blood. Okay. Learn it and revise it. Then today we have discussed this process of blood circulation. You draw this diagram, write all the points and learn it. Okay. The question can become like, explain in detail the process of blood circulation. So this also do practice. Then you have some of the yogasana. Learn the names of these yogasana. Okay. So science needs you to learn new words. So here you have some of the yogasana words. So learn it by heart. Now we will discuss the answers which are given in the book. So let's start and do this correction of these answers. Okay. So let's understand what are the answers. Number 1, tick the correct answer. Which of the following organs pumps blood? A. Lungs, B. Heart, C. Artery, D. Veins. So what is the correct answer according to you? You are right. Heart. The heart is the organ which pumps blood. Number 2, auricles and ventricles are what? They are A. blood vessels, B. blood cells, C. heart chambers, or D. lung chambers. So what are they? Are they heart chambers? Yes. Left auricle, left ventricle, right auricle, right ventricle. So there are the 4 heart chambers. Okay. So this is the answer. Then number 3, plasma is A. liquid, B. solid, C. muscle, D. artery. What is it? It's a liquid. So this is the answer. Number 4, we can feel the pressure of movement of blood through the A. artery, B. vein, C. capillary, or D. skin. If you know the artery, in the artery the blood flows with high pressure because this is carrying the oxygenated blood and which has to be supplied to all parts of the body. So this is the answer, artery. So number 4, answer is A. Next we have fill in the blanks with the correct word. Arteries carry oxygenated blood from the heart to body parts. Okay, so the answer is number 1, oxygenated. Number 2, circulatory system regulates the body temperature. Okay, So this is the answer, temperature. Number 3, who prevents the loss of blood? Platelets. So platelets is helping you in clotting of blood. Whenever there is a hurt, you are recovered because of these platelets. Okay. Next you have the pulse rate is counted using instrument. What is that instrument? Called stethoscope. Doctors use it to count the pulse rate and check the heartbeat. Number 5, dash is the red colored pigment found in blood. So what is that red color pigment? Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Okay. Then you have question answers. Okay. Question answers. Let's discuss. Number 1, what are the different parts of human circulatory system? I would like to bring you to page number 14 in your book. See page number 14. Here you can see the headline which is showing organs of the circulatory system. So here it is given, the circulatory system consists of 3 parts: heart, blood vessels and blood. So this completes your answer number 1. Then you have question number 2. Name 3 types of blood vessels and describe their features. Okay. So what are the 3 blood vessels? Let's see the 3 blood vessels. Here you can see the blood vessels. Okay. Artery, vein, capillaries. Okay. These are the 3 blood vessels, and the description is given. How to describe? Arteries are thick-walled blood vessels which carry blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Okay. They carry pure or oxygenated blood. Veins are the thin-walled blood vessels which carry blood back to the heart. They bring back to the impure blood loaded with waste products. Okay. And the last you have capillaries, are very thin blood vessels, and a network of capillaries forms the connection between the arteries and the veins near a tissue. So this is answer number 2. Okay. Let's see on question number 3. Write the functions of the following. WBC. What is the function of WBC? Okay, white blood cells. So white blood cells, we have discussed that it fights against the germs, viruses and bacteria. They are white blood cells, okay, white colored. They play an important or vital role in fighting infection and destroying germs. Okay, so this is the function: fighting infection and destroying germs. Third B part, blood. So what is the function of blood? There are many functions. You can write, you can learn. There are total 6 functions of blood given. Okay, 6 functions. Out of these, 3 you can learn. Okay, 3 functions, at least 3 functions. Okay, learn at least 3 functions. I would be very happy if you learn all 6 functions given in the book. Okay, so this is the answer number 3rd B part. Then you have C part, blood vessels. So let's find out what is the function of these blood vessels. Okay, The function of blood vessels here is different, okay? You can tell arteries function carry pure oxygenated blood or transport oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. This is the function of artery, number one. Number two, veins function is to bring back the impure blood, the carboxygenated blood, the blood which is having carbon dioxide and the waste products back to the system to be purified. This is the function of veins. And the capillaries is helping in purifying the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, exchange of gases. Okay. In short, if you want the blood vessels to carry blood to distribute blood to all parts of the body, that is the artery function. Okay. And vein function to bring the impure blood back to lungs and kidneys and filter it. Okay. So this is what given in answer number 3. Now question 4, describe the structure of heart. So in that diagram also you will draw, describe the structure of heart. So the very first page, second page, 14 page, here you have describe the heart, the human heart. Okay. So you have to, the point 1, 2, 3, 3 points are already being shown. At the top something written, the heart is an important organ of our body. It pumps blood which is circulated throughout our body by the blood vessels. Okay. This also you can write. So this is what you have to do in question number 4. Discuss the circulation of blood in human heart. Means how the blood circulates in the human heart. So let's find out with the picture. I will tell you, I will narrate the answer because this answer you have to make. Okay. As you can see in the picture, so how the answer will begin, first you have to draw this diagram. Then to understand this answer, you have to understand what is the structure of heart. Okay, this is the real structure. Here you see superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, which is bringing the deoxygenated blood, the blood which is having carbon dioxide, to the right auricle or right atrium. Okay, we call it right atrium or right auricle. Then the blood is going into the right ventricle. Okay, right ventricle, and from the right ventricle it is being pumped to the pulmonary artery, and the pulmonary artery is sending the blood to the lungs, and the lungs is purifying the blood, exchange of gases is happening, and then pulmonary vein is bringing that oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left atrium or left auricle of the heart, and then to the left ventricle. Okay, left ventricle, and then from the left ventricle it is being pumped to the aorta. Okay, aorta is being shown with the skin color, okay, light red color in this diagram. Now we have last question, question number 6. Write 3 ways to keep heart healthy and strong. So the answer is given on page number 17. That these are the points to keep your heart healthy. Okay, practicing deep breathing exercise, doing pranayam, doing some physical exercises such as swimming and walking, maintaining a healthy habit, avoiding junk food, taking proper rest and sleep, performing simple asana. Okay, so these are the points which are covering your answer number 6. Give reason. Okay, heart is called a living pump. Why? Why it is called a living pump? I hope you know till now why it is called a living pump. We have lots of artificial pumps which work on electric power. But our heart is a natural organ which is beating even when we are sleeping. So that's why it is called a living pump. Okay, if it is stopped, then our life will also stop. So that is why heart is called a living pump, because it is a natural human organ. Okay, it's made up of cells, living cells, and it is working continuously. Number 2, the blood flows stops after some time when we get injured. Okay, when you get injury, okay, what happens? The blood comes out. So there is a natural thing in your blood which is called platelets. So platelets are helping to stop the flow of blood, which is helping in clotting on the area which is the injury area where the blood is coming out. Okay, so the blood flows stops after some time just because of the platelets which is in the helping in the blood, helping in clotting. In column A, number 1 you have heart, and column B, number D, you have the living pump. Okay, the heart is the living pump. So this is the answer, this is the matching of it. Then number 2 in column A, circulatory system. So what circulatory system is? The transport system. Okay, okay, transport system. So circulatory system is number 2 is E of column B. Okay, transport system. Number 3 in column A, arteries and veins. So in column B, it carries blood. Okay, arteries and veins carries blood. Number 4, red blood cells. What they do? They carry the carrier of oxygen. Okay, the 4th of A is with C of column B. Okay, carrier of oxygen. And number 5, white blood cells. Okay, to fight against germs, infections, okay, diseases. So number 5 is white blood cells produce antibodies. Next you have draw and label circulatory system of human being. Okay, that you have to practice and do as a homework. Then you have compare and circle the odd one out. Artery, WBC, vein and capillaries. So if you see in this, the odd one is white blood cells. It is the part of blood cells. Okay, and the rest 3 are blood vessels. Number 2, you have RBCs, WBCs, capillaries, platelets and plasma. So in this, capillaries is the odd one. So second number, capillary is the odd one. So this is not in the category of blood. Okay, so rest all 4, RBC, red blood cell, WBC, white blood cell, platelets and plasma are the parts of blood. Then the last you have that the crossword puzzle. Okay, that I hope you can do on your own. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and I would like to share one more video at the last. Thank you.